Today I'm going to model for you how to divide a whole number by a fraction. Many students, when they start dividing with a fraction, get very confused because up to this point, whenever they've used division, they've always realized that you get a smaller answer. However, the inverse is true when you are dividing by a fraction. The reason this is because we have to think about what it means. We're taking 4 and we're dividing it into groups of a half. And when we take a whole and we break it into groups smaller than a whole, we're going to get more groups. In this case, if we take 4 and we break it into pieces of a half, we end up getting 8 pieces. So 4 divided into groups of a half equals 8. In this next example, we're taking 4 and we're breaking it into even smaller pieces. And when you take that same whole and you break it to even smaller pieces, you're going to get more of those pieces. So 4 divided into groups of a fourth gives us 16 pieces. So suddenly now when we're dividing, we're getting more than we started with because we're getting more pieces. Many teachers, when they teach this dividing by a fraction, teach a rule called stay, change, flip. When we explain this, what we do is we say that the first number, the dividend, is staying the same. It's always going to be 4. The change comes in that you can multiply, you turn the division sign into a multiplication symbol. And the flip is that we find the reciprocal of 1/2, which is 2 over 1. And when we multiply, you'll see that we get 8 over 1, or 8. And there are 8 pieces created when we take a 4 and cut it into half. The reason that works is because we're taking our 4 and we are doubling the number of pieces. In this example, we are taking 7 and we're dividing it into 3/4. When I divide my 7 wholes into 3/4, what's going to happen is I'm going to get 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28 pieces. But not all of those pieces are what I want. In stay, change, flip, you'll see that the 7 stays, the division becomes a multiplication sign, and the flip, the 3/4, becomes 4/3. Now you can see where I get those 28 pieces. Well, the whole of all of these 7 wholes cut into 4 pieces gives me 28 pieces. But I don't want all of those 28 pieces. I simply want 3/4 of them. So here's the 3. So I'm going to divide by 3, and 28/3, if I reduce it, 3 goes into 28, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, 9 times, with 1 left over out of 3. And so 7 divided by 3/4 is 9 1/3.